Now we come to vocabulary. What is vocabulary? Word choice. Word choice is very important from the very beginning of the test. Don't think that you have to use good vocabulary only later on in the test. You have to use it right from the beginning. What kind of vocabulary is needed? Let's have a look. Now, you do not need to use big words here, but you need to describe something, right? So when you need to describe something, descriptive words are needed. Let us look at some words which we can choose that are appropriate to describing something. For example, you have to describe your town or your city, what kind of place it is. Okay, how will you describe it? So here, the person who is listening to you will want to hear something very specific about that city, something interesting about the city. Not just my city is nice, my town is good, and it's very beautiful. No, try to use some better words. Choose some better words. So you can say, for instance, you can say it's a big city or it's a small city, but you can also use words like it's a metro or a metropolis, or you can say it's not as big as a metropolis. It's a big city, but it's not as big as a metropolis. That will show the person who is listening, they will understand that you have the control of sentences, plus you have the words also. You have the vocabulary also. So, it is a quiet town. It is a fairly quiet town. The town does not have much traffic in it. The roads are not congested. So, you carry on building that description. So, description is like a picture that you continue to build as you speak. You speak a few short sentences, but try to build the picture. In each sentence, give something new. Give some new information, use some new words. For instance, you can say it's an industrial city. It has lots of industries. Or it's a very old city. It is of historical importance. There are many old buildings in the city. So, whatever is the character of the city, try to describe it in words. So, for that, you must have the practice of using these words. So, when you practice, when you prepare for the test, try to make a list. Try to make a list of good words and practice speaking them, because unless you speak them, you will not be familiar with them. Okay? You must remember that words have many parts to play. There is the spelling form of the word. There is the spoken form of the word. So when we read a word, we only see its spelling. When it's printed on the page, we only see the spelling. But it's only when we speak the word that we get another idea about what that word is. If we have not heard it spoken, we are not familiar with that word. We may know its spelling, we may know its meaning, but we still can't speak it. That is often the case. So, do speak these words in your sentences. Practice speaking them so that, you are familiar with those words on your tongue. Speech means the use of the tongue, the use of your speech organs. And with your speech organs, you are going to bring out those sounds. When you bring out those sounds and you hear them with your ears, that's when you realize that this word means something. All right? So, here, if you have to describe another example, if you have to describe your work, your workplace, place of study. So, again, you can make a list of number of words you can use. You can say that your place of study, that means maybe your college or your university, school, it is very interesting. It is a big university, it's an excellent college, and so on. So try to make a list of words that would describe your place of work or place of study very clearly. So build a picture again, so that person who's listening can visualize, can see that place, can think about what that place is. So some kinds of language you can use here. See, simple words like I study for long hours in the library. Our college has an excellent library, and I study for long hours in the library. Or my workplace is very comfortable and I work there for long hours. See, when you use a phrase like long hours, it shows that you know that there's some idiomatic form of English. So you could say that you work from 9 to 5, but that is literal. When you say I work long hours, it means you work for a long time. But it's an idiomatic way of saying something. We don't say short hours, we say long hours. That means a long time. But that is the kind of English that shows that you can use phrases, idiomatic phrases. Right. So I hope you've understood what the use of vocabulary means. Choosing words, and to help you choose words, always try to make some lists of common words as well as some more unusual words. Now is the time for practice. Use these words that have been given or any other words of your choice. So add to this list which has been given. For this, you can consult some dictionary or you can consult a thesaurus, which gives you many synonyms of some of these words. So try and make a list and then also try to speak those words. Don't let them remain there. Speak them and get familiar with them and then use them in sentences. So use these sentences that we have given describing your town or city, describing your studies, your work, all the things you do. Describe them using good words. So practice this, and there will be a pause here for you to speak some of these sentences using words like population, enjoyable. You can use words like fascinating, interesting, or you can even say dull, boring. My work is very dull. My office is boring. Okay, so you can use any words you like to describe whatever you want, but speak them now.